As a child, I will always ask the reason why for everything because I felt the need to know what's behind the ways of how everything works. What are the reasons that this is like this and things happen like that? It's funny because that didn't lead me to very pleasant moments. I was almost bullied. People don't like that. Most of the times they don't like people stepping into doubts and the parts that no one sees. So I was always genuinely curious, and I couldn't stand not looking for the answer. Some people are like, I don't know why it must happen like that, or what's the reason, I don't know. Anyways, and they move on. But no, I wasn't that way. Never. Ever since I was very little, a child. It was such a strong feeling of wanting to express curiosity for things. I always felt that need. But whenever I followed what I needed, it was received with an answer of me being a pain in the ass, basically. So that's why even now I get so scared. I get fear when I have to express things because it's like I have fear of judgment, but like a really high fear of judgment. That, though, didn't stop me from being like this, from being a seeker for truth and like true motives and why everything happens. Right now I'm facing a problem, a dilemma about how people get, I don't know if offended, but they get uncomfortable when I interact with them. It always happens like this. If you come to me with a problem, or I notice, because I always analyze everything, like everyone around me, I want to know why people work the way they do and why they do what they do. And whenever someone comes to me with a problem or something that's happening in their life that is not really the most ideal, or even if it's the ideal, not in a way that I will be like, oh, someone left you, like, why, how, and tell me more about what's hurting you right now, your traumas and everything. No, it's like I cannot stand feeding someone else's ego with pity or just superficial words, because I think that whenever I interact with people in that superficial level of not even engaging in what's happening, like just at their very top of things, I feel like I'm killing myself, because it's like, why would you even be living if you're not really living? It's all like a mask, So that did lead me to problems, because or making people uncomfortable, because I would ask why. I would go to the true deep emotions, not with the intention just to touch what hurts you, to make you feel like, to make you feel hurt. No, it's like, why? What is it? What happens? What are your frustrations, your fears, Or even like, there's another way of this happening, and it's, I'm always like a really unexpressive being, and I have like really high levels of energy all the time. Or even if I don't, it's like, compared to other people, I am always like intense. Like, I live life in a really intense way. Yeah, I feel everything really deep. So it's like, what happened to me as a kid led me to feeling like I'm always out of place, but I am the one that's wrong. So you know, you see people on the streets. They most of the times they have like really low energy, and people are hurt. People are tired, of course. People face life that is already not easy. The way that I face life is like I'm really intense. I live every moment really intensely. And I don't know if it's due to the fact that I am young, or I don't know, but I have always been like that. And people get I tend to lower my energy levels. Like I try to play it small because I get scared, I get uncomfortable, I get insecure because I think I'm the one that's out of place and I'm the one that's wrong, and that I should be matching everyone else's vibe or whatever you want to call it. And that hurts me because I always end up feeling so like drained because I was basically restraining myself from living my way. And what's most I have always restrained myself from living my ways because I thought it was wrong. Because you see, one example was me being told that I was a pain in the ass because I was really curious in every sense. I don't know if I am actually wrong, because it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be getting in someone else's way because it's someone else's problem and someone else's lessons, and you shouldn't be acting upon it because it's not your path. Or maybe yes, I do have to be like I am. Like there was a phase in my life where I was like, I didn't even notice this, like I was not aware. Then I started to read about how important it is to follow what your true self is, right? And that's one thing that I was always scared to do, or I thought it was wrong. But then you start to do it, and it's like you are basically flowing through life because you're following your own self. So I was like, okay, I feel the best when I am like this. What should I do? Like, should I keep on being like this at the cost of people getting uncomfortable? Or should I adapt to what people want? Now that I think of it, I think it's really silly to even ask that question. But I hope you understand that it was never well received, my way of being. I'm the kind of person that will always get deep in what's happening. Like I will ask why, and I will not be a part of I will not be a feeder of your ego, because your ego lives in subjectivity based on your own fears and what happened to you. So for me to just feed that, I think it's really stupid. It's heartless, stupid, and superficial. So yeah, just know that I will never be a participant of you being drawn into subjectivity. I will always try to, I will crush the moment, even if people get uncomfortable. And it's not an easy path because it means that you'll have to face, I have to face being wrong sometimes, or being seen as weird. Because I feel like the more I age, the more, like, the weirder I get. But I like that because when I was a kid, I would always have these tendencies of being really expressive and making weird noises just for fun, or dancing around, or making silly jokes or whatever, And I will say, oh my god, that's so weird. Like, why are you that way? Just behave normal like everyone else. And I will even judge people for when they were like authentic. But now I am not like that anymore. So I think like my younger self will look at me and will be so proud, but at the same time will judge me so much because I let myself be weird. And I have to say that I have never been happier. So yeah, actually, I started this video saying that I had a problem, but you know what? I don't think it is a problem. So yeah, I prefer leaving this earth knowing that I lived what I had to. I came to this world not for coincidence. If I have feelings and motives I feel like are so deep and strong, not from a place of my ego but my soul, I will follow it with no doubt. Or even if there's doubt, I don't care. I will do it anyways. So yeah,